What's up, people? This is Big Boss Calvin 83. Excuse me. How y'all doing today? Today, I want to talk about more of this Me Too / Time's Up bullshit. The whole purpose of the Me Too movement / Time's Up is like this. It's like this, y'all. This is a war on men. This whole growing trend of women and a few men accusing men, specifically straight men, of sexual misconduct, sexual assault, harassment, and rape. The whole purpose of the Me Too / Time's Up movement is, this whole agenda is a war on straight men. This is a war on heterosexual, I don't like to use this term, this is a war on straight men who are a man's man. This is a direct attack on heterosexual alpha males, alpha men. You know what I'm saying? This is a straight attack on manhood, especially so-called black manhood. That's the way I see it. There was something that just came, that was passed. A bill was passed, the sexual harassment bill, and I'm gonna do a different video on that. I'm gonna go more elaborate on. I'm gonna be more elaborate on that. But the way I see it, man, and women who are watching, I look at it like this. I mean, this shit came out of nowhere. Actually, it was planned. This whole thing is staged. And what I mean by that, by this being staged, what I'm trying to say is, and convey, that why is this being put out there in the media? And not only that, let me say this whole sexual harassment bill, sexual misconduct, those who are accused, basically it's giving women more privilege, more power to emasculate and castrate the straight man, especially the alpha man, the alpha male. You know what I'm saying? This is a straight attack on. This is a war on men. This is a war, and if you, and especially a black man, this is a war on us straight brothers. You know what I'm saying? Who are alpha men? Who are alpha men? Not men. You know what I'm saying? Flat out alpha men. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to use the term alpha or beta because that's just made a bullshit ass concept. But I want to say a man who's a man's man, who has a mindset of being a patriarch, who has the mindset of thinking for himself, who has the mindset of, I don't kiss women's asses, I don't kiss nobody's ass, I don't answer to nobody but me, don't take no shit from nobody, I'm not thirsty, I don't need women to validate who I am, I don't let women define me, I don't let women define my worth. You know what I mean? I'm my own man, I'm my own person, I do me. You know what I'm saying? I care about the people who are real with me and respect me. I treat people the way I want to be treated. If you're that type of man and you act like a man, well, I mean, you a man, you just be a man. You ain't no metrosexual. You ain't on the down low. You're not no homosexual. You believe a man should just, just dress as a man, not be, and he just be masculine, even overly masculine. If you're that type of dude, guess what? They're coming after you. They're coming after guys like you and me. You know why? Because the powers that be and feminism is at I mean, they want to say time's up. Well, guess what, bitches? No, your times is up. Your time's up. Feminism, your time is up. Gynocentrism, your time is up. You women having all this privilege and power without no damn consequences, without no fucking responsibilities. Your time's up. Your time is up. You women who used to shit on men, dog men out, play with our emotions and motherfucking feelings. Your time's up, okay? Women, making these false rape accusations, falsely accusing men of sex crimes that they did not commit, or that they did have something went down. It was consensual. See, women, y'all can't use that leverage. Men are not. You got a lot of men. It kills me how they're having this times up Me Too movement bullshit because because the average guy in the West, in Western society, even in the world, ain't thinking about women like that. Especially a woke man, a woke man's man. I don't like to say alpha man, but I'm going to use my terminology. A conscious and awake woke man's man. It's not thinking about pussy 24/7. We ain't obsessing over women. We ain't looking for women to validate us. We on this men going their own way type of mindset. And that's what scares women. That's what scares the powers that be. That's what scares these feminists, these gays, and these gay males and females, these faggots and dykes. They hate straight men, especially straight black men. You know what? They hate that because we as men, heterosexual men, we are the key to the world. We are the key to reproduction. It's not women, it's us. Because we produce sperm, we produce semen. These bitches don't. They can't have a baby by their damn self. It takes two. Oh, I forgot. Y'all can't. The only time a female wants to use that bullshit ass argument when it benefits her argument, when it benefits her situation. But most of the time when it doesn't, they shut the fuck up. When we as men don't have no fucking reproductive rights. So when a man talks about that shit, all of a sudden, hey, it takes two, I made that baby. No, it's my body, my choice. No, bitch, it ain't your goddamn body. That fetus, that's their body. You let them have the right to choose. I forgot, y'all bitches are selfish like that. You care about nobody but your fucking selves, and that's due to the Caucasian supremacist brainwashing out here. This gynocentric, feminist, Caucasian supremacist, Caucasian female supremacist mindset that's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? This is a war on straight men. Now women can accuse a man of anything. They don't have to have any proof. They can fire you on the job. They can arrest you as a man, as a straight, heterosexual, red-blooded man. A woman can just say anything. A gay person, a gay dude or a child can say anything about you. Most of the time women making these claims of rape, claims of domestic violence. These claims of these accusations and allegations of sexual misconduct, lewdness, sexual assault, sexual harassment, rape. It's fucking false 90% of the time. Why do these bitches do it? Because they know they can get away with this shit. You know what I'm saying? These bitches know what the fuck they're doing. They ain't dumb. Oh, they're mad because the dude don't want to stay with them, don't want to date them, don't want to be their boyfriend, don't want to be their husband. And this guy, or these group of guys don't see this particular chick who's nasty and ratchet and a fucking hoe and don't have no damn substance, but the only thing she can do is lay on her motherfucking back and open her goddamn legs and mouth. That's all she's worth. And the dude don't want to stick around with this, don't want to deal with this bitch, this pathetic ass, nothing ass bitch. Now all of a sudden, since a guy don't want to take this chick, this female or these group of females as his girlfriends, as his homegirls, you know what I'm saying? As his girlfriend, as his wife, you know what I'm saying? Don't want to have nothing to do with this bitch because she ain't shit. Now she want to make these false accusations of sexual misconduct, this dude committing sexual misconduct, these false sexual allegations, false sexual accusations, falsely accuse a man of sexual assault, sexual harassment, rape, falsely make a false rape accusation. Now this dude's life is destroyed. They already had laws to protect women from why are they passing another sexual harassment bill, y'all? They already got that shit. Look at the history of America, free fucking K's. Don't get that shit fucked up and twisted. Y'all, why are they doing that shit? back in the day, back in the slavery and Jim Crow days. So let's keep it real, y'all. America is home of is not the land of opportunity. I mean, this not built. This nation, which is not a nation, which is a corporation, is not built on immigrants. It's built off of slaves, thieves, and opportunists. It's built by the biggest terrorists, the biggest fucking thugs, pedophiles and rapists out here, the biggest colonizers, the biggest robbers, out here, the biggest murderers, the most evil males and females out here. Let's keep it real. Okay? It's fucking ridiculous. These women talk about, I'm a hero. Bitches like Rose McGowan, Anne Heche, Alyssa Milano. Now you got Uma Thurman, Selma Hayek, and all these other bitches talking about their heroes. Megyn Kelly, same with this bitch Megyn Kelly. Even though she works in a different form of media, I still cannot stand that racist ass cunt. But that's besides the point. Rose McGowan is a racist too. Most of these Caucasian females are fucking racist as hell. I know Selma Hayek ain't a Caucasian. She's Mexican. And I think she's Mexican and Arab. I think, but you know what I'm saying? She's a woman of color, a brown chick, an ethnic woman of color. But they all got Caucasian female supremacist views, mindset. They're very misandric. They're very, first of all, let me break it down like this. They're very racist. And they're fucking man-haters. They're racist, man-hating bitches. Okay? But most of the time, these Caucasian females, majority, the bulk of them, are fucking racist. And many of them are man-haters with a fucking agenda. And I don't know why you Negro females and other ethnic women of color fall for the okie doke. These bitches don't give a damn about your fucking plight and your fucking issues as a woman of color. Fuck out of here. All they care about is them. I mean, the whole situation, the whole issue with Harvey Weinstein and Matt Lauer, Bill O'Reilly, and all these other Caucasian males. Then you got a few brothers like Tavis Smiley, which I know for a fact he's innocent. Roy Conyers, I think that's his name. Innocent, falsely accused of sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, sexual assault. You got dudes being falsely accused of rape, and that shit did not fucking happen. It was consensual. Or hey, these bitches are making this whole shit up for fucking attention, for fucking leverage, because they got an issue. They got daddy issues. They got hate men. A lot of these bitches made poor fucking choices out here. You know what I'm saying? Made poor choices. They fucked and sucked their way to the goddamn top. They allowed themselves to get be disrespected, taken advantage, and used. Now they're in their 40s and 50s. Now, all of a sudden, these bitches are mad because dudes ain't looking at their way anymore. The older dudes that used to fuck with them are moving on to much younger women, which is a yikes. Now the dudes that are the same age as them don't want to talk to them anymore because, hey, you denied me a dating, love, and sex life. You denied me a life. You know what I'm saying? When I try to talk to you bitches, y'all put us in the friend zone. Y'all used us and abused us. Y'all treated us basically like an emotional tampon. You know what I'm saying? Now you deny me love and sex. You didn't give me the time of day. Now all of a sudden you old and I'm old just like you. Now I don't want to fuck with you because you put me up. You women have a bad fucking habit of putting good men on the fucking back burner, or I should say potential good men, your potential husband, your potential father of your husband, and the father of your goddamn children in the back burner, because all you bitches want is something more. Y'all talk about equality, which is bullshit. No, y'all want special treatment because you got a vagina, because you got a cycle, and sooner or later when your cycle's gone, you're gonna go through menopause. So you think because you got a vagina that you are entitled to special treatment? No, you're not. You're not above nobody just because you're good looking and youthful at the time. And you're fertile. No. Now all of a sudden, back to the subject. Now all of a sudden, even the dudes who are a few years younger than you don't want to fuck with you like that. And even if now you gotta, okay, I can't get the guys older than me, and so I'm a 40 plus woman. I gotta decide if I go for older dudes. It's not the same. These dudes are like on Social Security right now. Now all of a sudden they can't, get it up. Some of them are about to die soon. So I can't fuck with them. Now I gotta deal with dudes my age. Okay, now I burnt my bridges. I forgot. So what I gotta do? Even if I talk to a dude who's like a few years younger, I got issues with that. Let me see. I gotta move. Okay, I'm not jack off material. I'm not being lusted after by men, period. But what do I gotta do? I gotta talk to younger dudes. No, especially because y'all put a lot of younger dudes. Y'all denied them a life. A dating, love, and sex life. You deny them love and affection and companionship. So what do? These younger guys are horny and only want pussy. So, and y'all think because he's younger that he naive to what the fuck you're trying to do. Naive to the game. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna prey on his naiveness and his lack of life experience. And even you women have gotten smart. You older women. Now you're trying to look for young dick. Oh, I can get to sex. Oh my God, this dude is on a come up. I see his potential, but you should have did that with the dudes in your age group. You didn't give them a fair chance. Oh, I forgot. You don't give a fuck. You're selfish as hell. You're so fucking hypergamous. Everything's about money. Everything's about status. Everything's about looks. You gotta be tall. You gotta be in shape. But you don't have to be tall and in shape. You don't have to have money. You don't have to have a nice car. You don't have to have your own house. I mean, a big ass house in the affluent suburbia. See, you want dudes to have all the superficial bullshit, which has nothing to do with love. So you feel entitled to that shit. And now all of a sudden, since you burnt your bridges with so many men out here, missed your opportunities because you were so fucking hypergamous and so fucking greedy. Now all of a sudden you got a lot of dudes who are resentful and angry at what you have done, and we have every right to feel that way. Now all of a sudden I'm gonna prey on the younger guys' naiveness, but guess what? A lot of younger dudes are being schooled by the older cats and guys in my age group as well. So so women, the truth of the matter is your time's up. Okay? Now moving on to the main, I'm going to talk about Rose McGowan. She's been trending on the news again, and in the media, and on social media. So Rose McGowan, and then I got to talk about Uma Thurman and Salma Hayek, and the rest of these bitches who are bitter and angry and past their primes and talk about they can't find no Rose. They want to cry sexism and all this bullshit. They want to cry sexual harassment and rape. And I'm like looking at y'all complaining about you ain't getting, first of all, I don't understand. Women, help me understand this. How in the hell are you going to talk about sexual harassment, rape, lewdness, sexual misconduct from men that you claim to receive, and you talk about rape and rape culture, but at the same time, these dudes ain't looking your damn way. So how in the hell are you going to speak on something when you're not jack off material like that? When dudes are not looking your way and not lusting after you and not having sexual fantasies about you? How in the hell are you going to talk about you being a victim of sex crimes when dudes ain't checking for you and dudes ain't trying to pursue you? You don't look like a woman who can get sexually harassed. That's the sad part. How are you going to talk about sexual abuse, domestic violence, sexual misconduct from men, but y'all women are guilty of this too. Y'all guilty of lewdness, sexual misconduct. Y'all sexual harassment. Y'all use your pussy and you coerce men to participate in your sexual activity. Just Google the California Assemblywoman, the Me Too activist Christina Garcia. This bitch, has shamed dudes and coerced dudes to play and spin the bottle with her. She's talking about sex She's talking about, and she gropes dudes, but she's talking about women being victims of sexual assault, harassment, and rape. But here she is, being a pervert herself, being a perv. She's sexual harassing men. You know, she's preying on men. She's being a sexual predator. She's being a sexual deviant. Women like females like Christina Garcia are full of shit. So when a man don't want to talk about sex around you, and don't want to talk about his sexual interests, or don't want to talk about relationships, don't want to talk about nothing that has something to do with sex with women, now all of a sudden you women want to call him gay. You want to call him weak. If a dude ain't checking for you and ain't looking your way, you want to question his manhood, his masculinity, and then you want to you want to question that, and question if he has self-confidence because he ain't trying to push up on you. Y'all women are crazy as hell. How the hell you women are going to talk about sexual misconduct from men, but y'all do it too. More so because it's okay for a woman to sexually harass a guy. It's okay for a woman to sexually assault a guy, grope a guy, talk fresh to a guy, tease a guy, even rape a guy. You know what I'm saying? All types of sexual misconduct to men, but that's okay. That's how gynocentric and biased the society is, and sexist against men. Everything favors women out here in the West. Okay, but my thing is, how you women are going to talk about women's issues? Let me just finish my point. How in the hell you women are going to talk about women's issues, right? How the hell you going to talk about sexual misconduct from men, but y'all do it too, more so. Okay, y'all being teased too. Y'all sexual deviant too. Y'all perverted too. Y'all wild and kinky as fuck too, especially you older chicks. Okay? And then how the hell you going to talk about sexual harassment, sexual assault, and rape when no man ain't looking at your ass? When the majority of dudes out here, even the most firstiest dude, ain't looking at you, ain't looking your way, ain't checking for you, ain't trying to get with you. He don't want to see you. And most men nowadays are afraid to even just look at a woman because they're afraid of being accused of shit. Afraid of a big ass misunderstanding. Afraid, you got dudes who are afraid to approach a woman, and it's not because they don't have no confidence, not necessarily, well, because y'all women got a nasty ass disposition towards men, period. Y'all are rude, y'all mean, you're disrespectful, and you're nasty. You have a nasty attitude. You're condescending. You take pleasure in hurting a man's feelings. Starting confrontations. No man don't want to deal with that shit. No, most men don't want to deal with that shit. Don't want to deal with your drama. Because most of y'all got daddy issues. You got issues with men. And a lot of you women hold grudges or what boys used to do to you, or what this particular boy did to you back in kindergarten, back in the first grade, back in grammar school, basically. The first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, elementary school, 5th grade, 6th grade. You know what I'm saying? Middle school, depending what kind of district you went. 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, but sometimes 7th grade, 8th grade. In high school, but most of the time it's always before high school, basically. But then you women talk about how guys used to treat it, or this particular guy used to talk to you, or didn't want to talk to you, or treated you, or didn't act like he ignored you in high school, and y'all hold grudges for that shit, or dude clowned you, or embarrassed you, made fun of you, or hurt your feelings, or played with your emotions and feelings, or told you he loved you just so he can fuck you, just so he can lose his virginity, just so you can take your virginity, or all the above. He said he loved you just so he can get in your panties, just so he can fuck you. And then you're mad. You knew he was full of shit. You know he told you what you wanted to hear, or he just used you because you were a hot girl, you were popular, so further to elevate his status. So, and you women get mad when dudes are hypergamous like that, but y'all hypergamous too. But y'all get with the popular guy. Y'all get with the dude who got the most expensive car. Some of y'all will sneak off and lie about your age and mess with older dudes, okay? Because ain't got nothing to do with maturity. Y'all don't give a fuck about that shit. Please, bitch. No, it's about the money. It's about what he has. He has his own crib. He has his own car, his own job. That's what you're looking for. But yet you same bitches talk about you strong and independent and don't need no man. You talk about equal pay and shit. You want to talk, but you don't want to put out. You want something for nothing, which is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking bullshit. It's a contradiction. You want a man to spoil you, treat you like a little girl, but you're going to be more mature than a man. This is bullshit. You ain't. You definitely ain't. You want a guy to spoil you rotten, or a group of guys to spoil you rotten with money, gifts, and candy, desserts, take you out to these expensive restaurants, expensive vacations, and then all of a sudden, oh, he gotta fuck me good, but you ain't doing nothing to get you ain't sexually pleasing the guy, your damn self, to get that. You ain't treating men the way you want to be treated, and all these other guys you put in the back burner, you friend zone and use and abuse, and the other guys who were loners and were outcasts and we're not part of the status quo. You treated us like shit. And now the chickens are coming home to roost. Now you old, you single, you still unmarried, or you got married, you got a nasty divorce. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, or you came out of a fucked up toxic relationship, or you've been ran through by all these dudes who you thought got looks, stats, fame, money, and power, or perceived power, and you're bitter. And the worst part, you got multiple kids from different dudes from these guys that you were fucking with. Now you want to talk about, since new dudes ain't looking your way no damn more, you want to talk about women's issues and talk about abuse, domestic violence, sexual harassment, assault, and rape culture, which don't fucking exist. Miss me with that shit, bitch. But I digress. So here you have Rose McGowan in the media talking about, however he wants, and talking shit about bad-mouthing him, and talking about other dudes in the entertainment industry, and specifically in Hollywood. But I mean, Rose McGowan talk about what happened to her, how she was a teenager, how she met this grown-ass man who's like damn near old enough to be her father. Let's just keep it real. And she knew. She pursued him. I mean, she's saying that she got pursued, but she was pursuing him for an opportunity because she was in the Hollywood limelight. So she talked about how she got taken advantage of and she felt played. Well, my thing is, what the fuck were you doing messing with an older guy anyway? Yes, the dude should have better sense not to mess with no chick who's under the age of 18 or under the legal age as being considered an adult. But my thing is, a lot of you women who are girls put yourself in that situation, and you were trying to get ahead, like you still are, Rose McGowan. You know what I'm saying? Still trying to do that shit. And then she talked about Harvey Weinstein and said he called you a liar, and you got mad and got bitter and started blowing up on a tangent and talking about you're being slut shamed when nobody's, and victim shaming, and you ain't a victim, bitch. None of y'all women are victims. Same with you, Uma Thurman. Y'all have good relationships with Harvey Weinstein. I mean, whatever you did, whatever extracurricular activities that took place, you went along with it, even if you didn't want to do it. You chose to do it anyway. Same with you, Selma Hayek. My thing is Harvey Weinstein was such a bad dude, and you were being sexually harassed and sexually abused, sexually assaulted, and you were raped. My thing is, and y'all talking about he had power. What the fuck are y'all talking about? How did he have power? Did he have a gun? Did he pull a gun on your face? Did he have a gun and he pointed it to your fucking face? Did he tie you up? Did he kidnap you? No. You went there willingly. He telling you, meet me here, bitch. Meet me here at this place and time, and it's past the business hours. You know what the fuck's going on. Any man who asks you, and I mean, especially if you're working with him, especially if he's the boss, if he asks you to meet you somewhere past, 8 or 9 o'clock, especially past 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and he asks you say, meet me at my hotel room, you know what the fuck's going on. And it's like, it had nothing to do with business, and y'all bitches in Hollywood are trying to play stupid and trying to insult our intelligence. No, bitch, you knew what the fuck was going on. Y'all know what the fuck's going on. You know what I'm saying? And he asks, or he shows up at your place or somewhere and meets you at off hours and stuff. And it's like at the nighttime, the nightlife. We already know what y'all doing. Everybody knows what the fuck y'all doing. When a man and woman meets each other, and it's late at night, and the businesses are closed. Everything's closed. You know what I'm saying? We already know what's going on. You trying to act like you didn't know, bitch. And that's what my thing is. You women need to take personal responsibility. All them sexual favors he bullied you into doing and coerced you into doing. My thing is, if he raped you and sexually assaulted you, and he abused you, and he was sexually abusing you, and he was sexually harassing you in the workplace or just in public period, and he just raped you, why didn't y'all go to the police when it fucking happened? And don't give me that bullshit ass argument. All you women, from Rose McGowan, Anne Heche, Alyssa Milano, Uma Thurman now, and Salma Hayek, all y'all and the rest of you bitches, y'all need to stop it. Y'all need to have several damn seats. Y'all full of shit. Y'all should, if something happened to me, I would, regardless of how I feel about the police. But my thing is, if something happened to me, oh, we're going to square up. I'm going to square up with your ass, man. We're fighting. You know what I'm saying? We're fighting to the death. Knives and fists, knives and guns, baby. Knives and guns all day. And if I have to go to the police, if I gotta call the police for my safety to save me, yeah, I'm gonna do that, regardless of how I feel about the cops. You know, especially being a black man in America. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the police if some ugly shit happened to me, even if I was in the wrong or I did some questionable things. Rather be, especially if I was involved in some illegal activity, I would have went to the cops anyway, because I'm not gonna let somebody take advantage of me like that. But no, y'all did. He had power. What power, motherfucker? You call cops on the man. It don't matter if he's the president of the United States. It don't matter if he's rich or poor. Especially if this dude got money. The cops don't give a damn. If a woman calls the cops, especially a Caucasian female calls the cops on a dude, especially a black man, they don't care if the nigga got money or not. They're coming to get him. When you women call the cops on a man, it don't matter if the dude's rich or poor, famous or not. They're coming after him. Come on. We ain't stupid out here. We ain't stupid. No. You talk about you were in fear of your life. My thing is, if you had no place to go, that's bullshit. There's always a place to go. My thing, if you were locked in, I would have jumped out the damn window and took a risk on my life. If I had to fight, I would have had to grab a knife, grab a gun to get the fuck away out of that situation. Rose McGowan, Uma Thurman, Anne Heche, Alyssa Milano, Salma Hayek, and all you other bitches, y'all didn't do that shit. And then you went and meet him again and work with him, you allowed yourself and subjected yourself to more abuse. You are being victims of sexual violence that you're talking about. You allowed this dude to do it for 20 years, and now you want to say something? Oh, because you ain't on the cover of the magazine of Maxim. You ain't getting them you ain't getting them roles. You ain't winning them Oscars. You women don't have a leg to stand on. The only woman who has the right to complain is Monique. Okay? You women participated in them sexual episodes. Even if you did not want to do it, you did it willingly. My thing is, you were sexually assaulted, or you were assaulted, you were sexually harassed, you could have reported that shit. If you were raped, you should have went to the goddamn cops. Y'all didn't. When the minute after the shit happened, when you were able-bodied and woke and conscious, you should have went to the goddamn hospital, went to the goddamn police and say, this is what happened to me. No, y'all bitches didn't. So that's why nobody really believes you, because y'all full of shit. No, the problem is the problem is the reason why Rose McGowan and all these other bitches and Uma Thurman and Salma Hayek and Alyssa Milano and all these other bitches screaming times up at me too. But the problem is, y'all got all these resources. You got these outlets. You got all types of help. Hell, you could have told your boyfriend. You could have told your husband what the fuck one time. Look, you could have told your daddy, your brother. your uncles, your male cousins, your relatives, what the fuck went on. Even if it was, even if you had a brother, even if you had, what do you say when another family matters another family? Your step brother, your stepfather, you know what I'm saying? Your father-in-law, brother-in-law. You could have went to anybody. Y'all didn't choose. Y'all chose not to do that. Y'all think we're stupid. No, but the problem is you didn't want to. My thing is that this. It's funny how y'all went these same females with Janice Dickinson and all those other Caucasian bitches and a few Negro Bedouins, Negro-pean bitches, and your mama motherfucking cunts. It's funny how when y'all went to Cosby, y'all were trying to make sure he end up underneath the jail. Y'all trying to make sure he end up in prison. But when it comes to guys like Harvey Weinstein, Bill O'Reilly, Matt Lauer, all these other dudes out there doing questionable things or accused of doing questionable things. No, when it comes to Caucasian males doing shit or accused or doing shit, no, y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to say nothing. All of a sudden, y'all on this Caucasian supremacy bullshit, tribalism bullshit. I don't want to report the Caucasian male, the white man, that he did something to me. I'm a white woman. I don't want to be called a race traitor. I got to stick up for my people. I got to be on that white supremacist bullshit. That's what it is, y'all. Caucasian females, no matter what, no matter how much shit they talk, no matter how much junk they talk, no matter all that I don't need a man bullshit, or no matter how pro woman shit that they talk, that feminist bullshit that they be screaming about, they're gonna stand by and be loyal to that Caucasian male, because that Caucasian male gives them resources, gives them power, gives them privilege, gives them the freedom to do whatever the hell they want to do without no damn consequences. And that's the problem. You see, even with other women of color, ethnic women of color, and even with Negro females and other females of color, they worship Caucasian males because Caucasian males got status, they got wealth, which is actually stolen wealth and stolen land and resources. They got fame, they got power. Most of them but the thing is, they get their power from the women. They're well popular, well known, and they are the most creme de la creme. They're the cream of the crop right now. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to attack Caucasian males, is because they don't want to attack that good old boy system, because they benefit off that good old boy system. Caucasian females will never throw their own men underneath the bus, because they got sons, they got brothers, they got fathers, grandfathers, uncles. You know what I'm saying? Male relatives, male cousins. They do not want to attack the Caucasian male, because if they attack the Caucasian male, you're biting the hand that feeds you, and plus you're going to lose your power. You're going to lose your white privilege, your white female privilege at that, to be specific. You cannot practice Caucasian. Y'all cannot practice so-called white female supremacy without the authorization of the Caucasian male. Caucasian males run shit, they control shit, but you women support these motherfuckers. Y'all thrive on racism and white supremacy, which is what I call Caucasian supremacy. You women, the reason why y'all ain't going after Caucasian males and turning them in, when that shit happened, if you were a victim of any type of violence, or especially a sex crime, y'all should have went to the goddamn cops, but y'all chose not to. You didn't want to see Rose McGowan and Uma Thurman and Megyn Kelly, and Alyssa Milano, Salma Hayek. But even though she's not considered a white woman, she's Hispanic. She can kind of pass as a white woman. See, but I want to focus mainly on Caucasian females. The reason why Caucasian females don't want to attack Caucasian males directly, and especially if they got issues with Caucasian males, is because they know they can lose their white privilege, they can lose the wealth and the power and the prestige of being a Caucasian person, especially a Caucasian female. Caucasian women know, Caucasian females know, they got white privilege. They got white white female privilege at that. They got power. They're the most desired group. They got resources and other advantages than other groups of people, especially over men of color, men and women of color. You know what I'm saying? They do not want to bite the hand that feeds them, because if a Caucasian female went after a Caucasian male, like a black woman goes after the black man, guess what? You got conflict. Guess what? You got this conflict will hinder the race from progressing. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? So basically, these females did not give a fuck about their safety and their well-being. So why should we? No, Rose McGowan specifically, let me finish. Rose McGowan, Uma Thurman, Alyssa Milano, and all these other bitches, Megyn Kelly, even though she's in a different entertainment industry, different part of her media. No, they did not. They wanted to get ahead. They did not want to fuck up their opportunity. But these bitches are so stupid. They could have, if they would have fought this and actually said this was actually what's going on, but they didn't want to be. They didn't want to end up like Monique. That's the main reason. That's the main reason, because women, especially Caucasian females, do not want to challenge the Caucasian male, because they don't want to they don't want that nigger status. It's like a Caucasian female sleeping with the black man. Guess what happens when she got a black child? Guess what? She's an undesirable. She's a mud shark. She's a slut. She's nasty. She's dirty. She's damaged goods. She's a disgrace to the white community. She committed genocide. That's how that is. But Caucasian males can sleep with women of different ethnicities all the damn time, and they're never called that. They're never accused of genocide, being called a race traitor. You know, being nasty and disgusting, and not down with the white power team. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, see, I told you, you Caucasian females need to check your men. Y'all don't do that shit because y'all don't want to lose you. Because if you actually understood, hey, I'm being fucked up here, I'm being jammed up and fucked up too. Oh, I forgot. I want to maintain white supremacy and white privilege and white dominance, and I can't do that by rebelling and questioning my man. That's why damn near 60% of Caucasian females voted for Trump, to maintain that racism, to maintain Caucasian supremacy, white privilege. That's what it's about. That's why they ain't trying to go after Harvey Weinstein, Bill O'Reilly like that, and all these other Caucasian males like Matt Lauer with this whole Time's Up movement, Me Too movement. That's why. That's what it is, y'all. You know, and from Rose McGowan to be and then I gotta touch on this part because I read about how she stopped her tour, being this whole activating a pro-women's activist, and how she got into this with this transvestite faggot motherfucker, this dude, this Caucasian RuPaul. And they got in an argument and talk about, and this dude wanted to talk about transvestites being victims of violent crimes. Well, let me say it like this to the transvestite community, to these trannies, especially these fake ass females. Y'all the ones who are responsible for the violence. Y'all got yourselves killed. You have no fucking right to lie and deceive a straight man, and say that you're a woman that you are a woman. And you're not. And then he finds out that you have a penis, that you were born a man, and then he has every right to fucking kill you. You don't do that shit. You don't fucking deceive people like that, pretend to be something you're not, and rob his right to choose. That's fucking wrong. That's one thing I agree with Rose McGowan on. Hey, you're not a woman. You don't have the same body parts of a woman. You have to be born a woman to understand. Just like a man, just like you trans males. You so-called transgender males, you transgender men, gotta understand, you're not born a dick. You don't have a dick. You don't have testosterone. You don't have a penis. You don't know what it's like to be a man. So that's why y'all lives don't fucking matter like that. You're gay motherfuckers. You're sexually confused, retarded individuals anyway. You know, I mean, But my thing is, the point is I'm tired of these women talking about, oh, how bad these men are, and how listing everything, every negative experience they had with a dude. Jasmine Sanders, I can't stand that black feminazi on the DL Hughley show. I don't know why DL has her that ugly bitch. But the thing is, she on that Jamila Mayu and Amber Phillips type of bullshit. My thing is, y'all talk about how horrible men are, but who gave birth to these males? Who raised them? Y'all women did. A lot of these dudes that you have these negative experiences from, and they don't treat women right because y'all don't treat these dudes right. A lot of these dudes have mommy issues. And I remember when Zaza Ali spoke on that, I watched a clip of her video, and she said, women, y'all need to take personal responsibility for the way you behave, the way you carry yourself, and the way you treat men, the way you treat, and because a lot of you women don't respect yourselves. Y'all have no respect for men. You have a nasty disposition towards men, and y'all want to use your sex, and Mayim be like, and the Texas Congresswoman Eddie Bernice Johnson tried to, and these other women told y'all need to take personal responsibility for the way you carry yourselves and conduct yourself. I stand by Mayim be like women. I stand by women like Mayim be like. I stand by the Texas Congresswoman Eddie Bernice Johnson. And there's not a female politician, but she's in Texas. She's a Texas politician. I don't know if I think she's a senator. I don't know her name off the top of my head. They're right. And other women who have said similar stuff. Even Aisha Curry. She didn't speak on the Me Too stuff, but she said something similar. And I'm going to say it like this. Ladies, cover up. Less is best. You're going to be respected based on how you dress and carry yourself and behave, especially interacting with men. And Mayim be like, what Mayim be like in the Texas Congress, Texas Congresswoman Eddie Bernice Johnson, and these other older, wiser, mature women who did not grow up in the feminist era. And even though Mayim be like is like 40 something years old, she's the one, but she considers herself a feminist, but she don't strike me as a feminist. She just strikes me as a woman, a Jewish woman who's about no gender roles and all about full-fledged equality between both sexes and everybody having rights and freedoms and responsibilities. Women, y'all responsible. It's up to y'all. You are responsible for how you dress. It does matter what you wear. It does matter how you behave and interact with men. It does matter how you walk and talk around men in society. It does matter how you dress, how you dress, and it's your responsibility as women it's your responsibility to prevent sexual violence against you, and just violence, period. But more so is your responsibility, and these women are saying overall, if you want to be taken seriously, you got to carry yourself like a lady, not like a fucking hoe like Amber Rose, talking about all that slut walk, I'm a woman of today, but treat me like a woman in the 1950s and my great-grandmothers. No, it don't work like that. Erykah Badu said these young girls are dressing like fucking strippers and stuff. And see, I'm paraphrasing. They're dressing like fucking prostitutes and portray themselves to be fucking whores and being too damn thirsty for fucking attention, trying to use their sexuality and their looks and their beauty to get ahead, and their sex appeal, and that's what will come back to bite you in the ass. And it has did that to a lot of women. But you women have refused to listen to older women, mature women, even if they're not older, mature, wise women who are awake and woke and conscious and telling you, hey, be careful on how you conduct yourself. You are judged regardless if you like it or not. Women, you are judged on what you wear. It does fucking matter how you wear it and how you dress and how you wear your makeup and hair, or where you wear makeup or not. It does matter how you behave a certain way, how you communicate to dudes, how you communicate to each other. It does fucking matter. Okay? Women, it's up to women, and it's their responsibility to prevent abuse, sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, lewdness, rape. It's your responsibility to prevent yourself from being victims of sex crimes from men and even other women. Okay? You got women who are sexual predators too, so don't get that shit twisted and don't get it fucked up. You are responsible, and it's up to you women to prevent sexual abuse, to prevent domestic violence, prevent sexual misconduct from men and even other women. It's the woman's responsibility to prevent sexual harassment, sexual assault, sexual misconduct, lewdness, and rape. It's y'all. You got to behave and carry yourself with respect and dignity. It's your responsibility to treat yourself and respect yourself as a woman. You can't say I'm a woman of today and then talk about, and you support slut walks and you say it's okay for a woman to be a hoe and do Amber Rose type of shit. I'm a slut. I can fucking suck and do whatever the hell I want to do. I can dress like a fucking hooker. I can be a fucking tease and then want to dictate the consequences and the outcome. It don't fucking work that way. And then you want to be treated. I want to be treated as a man's equal. I want to be taken seriously, but treat me, and I want to be a woman of today, but I want to be treated like the women of the 1950s, and in 1950s and 40s, and the previous generations, and reap the benefits of those women of traditional values. When you women don't have no traditional values, okay? You can't say I'm your equal. You can't tell us men. You women can't tell us men that you are our equal, but you want me to treat you, give you special treatment because you got a vagina and you got boobs and you got ass and hips. Get the fuck out of here with your sexist bullshit. Get the fuck out of here with your false sense of entitlement. Feminism has made y'all stupid, spoiled children. Y'all want to do it. You want to be like adults, but you want to be treated like a fucking child. And never be accountable for what the fuck you do. It don't fucking work that way. When mine be like the Texas Congresswoman Eddie Bernice Johnson and other women and I'll even say Aisha Curry told y'all and Erykah Badu, y'all need to stop living this whole culture, this slut culture. Y'all need to take responsibility for how you behave, especially around men, how you dress, and you got to make smart decisions. It's up to y'all to prevent violence, sexual violence, to prevent you being the victim of a sex crime from men mainly and women, because you got actually jealous women who will do harm to a chick because she's more beautiful than she is. When this is being said, you women get mad. You wanna act like a fuck. You wanna have a temper tantrum, and call these women who are wise and smart and already get it. Oh, you think you're better. You uppity. Oh, you're pandering to men. Yeah, you know. Oh, you're sexist. Oh, you want to be like the women. You want to live under oppression. You women have never been oppressed in the West, so stop it. If you gave a fuck about women's issues, especially Caucasian females, you acknowledge the fact that you have black women who are forcibly raped and abused on a constant daily basis, just like black men. But since we're focused on women, black women were constantly raped by the slave master and the slave owner. But I don't see Caucasian females protesting about that shit. You had black women even in the Jim Crow area, same thing. But being sexually harassed by Caucasian males, being raped and terrorized, getting their children killed. Where were y'all at? You have women who actually lie on men, falsely accuse them of something that they didn't do, like sex crimes. But and then you had innocent men hung from trees, towns destroyed, towns burnt the fuck down, people being terrorized, families wiped out because of a lie of a racist Caucasian man-hating bitch, which still goes on to this day. I don't see you women talk about these women. The reason why nobody really believes women when it comes to when they cry rape, because too many of you women have lied. Y'all don't check other women. And then when you have a few women who do check other women, what do? Y'all tear them apart. You destroy them. You blackball them. You fuck them up. You know? Y'all bitching because you can't get the top roles like you did when you were in your teens and 20s. Bitches, y'all need to grow the fuck up and learn how to transition. The only woman who I take serious and support and give the benefit of the doubt to is Monique. She spoke truth to power. She talked about certain bullshit and biases, but y'all didn't back her up. She talked about the racism in Hollywood and how black women are mistreated as when it comes to being a woman. And the pay gap. But y'all didn't come to Monique's defense. Oh, but when it comes to Caucasian women, Caucasian females, oh, our lives matter. Oh, but y'all make way more money than black men and men and women of color combined. Y'all are the second highest paid group, but you want to talk about Oh, there's pay inequality. There is pay inequality, but it's racial, not gender bias. A lot of you women work less and get paid more than men. A lot of you women got more jobs than men overall in every industry. But y'all don't want to talk about that shit. Y'all don't want to take no personal responsibility for what you do, but you want to blame men for everything, and that shit has got to fucking stop. And Rose McGowan and Uma Thurman and Salma Hayek and you, all these other bitches on this Time's Up, Me Too bullshit, y'all need to stop. Y'all just have a hatred for men, and y'all just trying to get more power, and you try to control this narrative that men are just violent and we're just evil. But who gave birth to those guys? Who raised these men? Y'all did. Y'all the first teacher of the child. The reason, if a dude comes from a woman, is raised by a woman, especially coming from being raised by a single mother, and he has no respect for women, and he hates women, well, 9 times out of 10, it's because you women hate men. Y'all sexist too. You failed as a woman. If your son, if your son, or you knew a guy or your nephew that was raised by nothing but women, but he turned out to hate women, have no respect for women, guess what? That dude got mommy issues. He has issues with women because these women took out their hatred and abused that boy and treated him like crap, but treated the women in the family, especially her daughters, like gold, like queens, and you women do treat your daughter as your girlfriend, and y'all need to stop that shit. And that's why things are so fucked up. There's a resentment with this whole gender war. And you women have been living well high off the hog for a long time, especially Caucasian females. But now, since that's coming to an end and the men don't want to deal with your shit, don't want to marry y'all, don't want to wife y'all, we're on this MGTOW stuff. We're on this MGTOW movement. We're about men going their own way. We don't have nothing to do with women because y'all fucking headache. All y'all do is bitch and complain. All y'all do is feel is that you have a false sense of entitlement. And every time a man lists of the stuff that our bad experiences with women and all these women, y'all dismiss it. Then when a woman says, "Hey, this guy's telling the truth," and these women out here are doing some dirt and they're no good, damn good. We already know the guys are doing some guys are doing dirt. But let's talk about us and let's take personal responsibility for what we do and the reason why we're not being taken seriously and the reason why we had the problems we have. When a woman says, a woman tells other women, y'all need to be accountable for what the fuck you do. Like, you know, like Zaza Ali was trying to tell women, specifically women of color, but women period. Oh, what do? Y'all curse her out. Y'all make death threats. Y'all try to destroy her and blackball her and fuck her life up because y'all don't want to be adults. Y'all don't want to be responsible. Y'all always want to be right. You always want to be seen as perfect, but you ain't perfect. So women, since y'all want to live like a victim, you'll always be seen as a victim. A victor will always take personal responsibility for their successes and failures, especially failures, and learn from them and not repeat the same fucked up bullshit ass choices and decisions that y'all always make. Stop being a damn victim and take personal responsibility for what y'all have done. You women, y'all just mad. You women, especially like Rose McGowan, Megyn Kelly, and Alyssa Milano, Salma Hayek, and all these other bitches on that Time's Up Me Too bullshit. Well, guess what, bitches? Your time's up. Y'all need to take personal responsibility because since you ain't jack off material and dudes don't want to fuck with y'all like that anymore and don't want to lust after you, don't want to give you no damn attention, don't want to give you them top roles. Guess what? But the thing is, y'all got to learn how to transition. But that's your damn fault. We as men, when men get older and get more mature in life, we know how to transition. But for some odd reason, women choose not to. Y'all want to do the same shit that y'all did in high school, and then you wonder why you get fucked up, and you ass the fuck out. You have nobody else to blame but your fucking selves. But you women claim to be more mature and more smarter than men. But by your actions, that's not the damn case. All you bitches on this Time's Up Me Too bullshit, y'all just hate men. You hate alpha men. You hate a man who's a man's man. You hate patriarchs. You hate men who are in leadership positions. But at the same time, you want a man to give you everything. Y'all need to grow the fuck up and take personal responsibility. I'm out. Peace. And let me say this just to make sure everybody understands. When you tell somebody to take personal responsibility, we are not victim shaming you. We are not victim blaming. First of all, none of these females in this Harvey Weinstein scandal, Matt Lauer scandal, and all these other how men these other dudes in Hollywood who are producers or who run the industry, who run their own film production, you know what I'm saying, or their colleague or someone who in managerial position who's ahead of these females who they work for and serve. Nobody's telling y'all. No, first of all, y'all ain't no damn victim. You miss me with that shit. When someone tells you to take personal responsibility for how you live your life and not so you don't get fucked up like you women have gotten fucked up in that Harvey Weinstein scandal, like Rose McGowan, Salma Hayek, Megyn Kelly, she in a different part of the industry of media, and Alyssa Milano and Anne Heche and all these other females crying victim that they were sexually assaulted, victim of a sex crime, sexually harassed and raped. When people tell you this is what you do this is what you got to do so you don't have to face that, so you don't have to be a victim of that bad circumstances, and you just continue to dismiss and say, no, I want to do what I want to do, you're stupid. And if you put yourself in danger on purpose, and a lot of you women do, and we tell you, hey, don't do that shit, it's like telling a kid, hey, don't touch the stove, it is fucking hot, you will burn your goddamn hand. And this kid, or don't play with that, electrical outlet, don't put a fork in that electrical outlet, and the kid gets electrocuted, or the kid burns their hand when you told him not to touch the hot ass stove. We don't feel sorry for stupid motherfuckers. Or when we tell you not to do certain things, and these are the consequences, but yet you want to just rebel like a stupid ass child who want to play dumb, want to do whatever the hell they want to do, but never want to take no personal responsibility for what they did to create this problem that they now faces. I don't have no sympathy for you. If I tell you not to do something and you do it anyway, you got to deal with the consequences. That's called being an adult. That's not victim shaming nor victim blaming. It's called being an adult. Maybe you women who came forward and waited 20 years to say something that you were a victim of something, you ain't no damn victim. You were never a victim. No, you put yourself out there to try to get ahead. You fucked and sucked your way to the goddamn top, and now since you fell off the goddamn top, now you want people to feel sorry for you. Bitch, please, you got white female privilege. You're a woman, you got female privilege. But especially you Caucasian females, you Caucasian females, you got white female privilege. I don't want to hear your plight, and you got dealt a bad hand. Bitch, fuck you. Try being a fucking man in America, kick it cut. Especially a black man in fucking America, kick it cut. Since y'all bitches want to compare black plight to your plight, you feminists and gays, try walking in a black man's shoes, okay? Hell, but hell, you got black women who got more privilege than a black man in this country. But guess what? They talk all this feminist shit and talk about how we as men got it easy. Then when you tell these women, oh, guess what? Why don't you walk in my shoes for 5 minutes? Guess what? They don't want to fucking do it. That proves my goddamn point. Y'all want special treatment. Y'all don't want equality. You want special rights, power, and freedoms and privileges without no damn responsibility. It takes work to get what you want. But when you are in the position of authority and power, it is a big time responsibility. Just like anything in life, just like driving this car. But if you crash the damn car for you breaking traffic rules, guess what? Ain't nobody gonna feel. You tell that to the judge that, well, the reason why I was speeding because I wanted to. I could do whatever the hell I want. You know what the state trooper and the cop and the prosecutor and the judge are going to tell you, well, you got to pay this damn fine. Guess what? Your car insurance is going up. Guess what? You're going to jail for reckless driving. Prove my goddamn point. You do stupid stuff and you break the law, you do the crime, you do the time. You do stupid shit, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And that's why these women are these females are in the fucked up position that they are. Fucked and sucked your way to the goddamn top. Now you can't do it no damn more. You're not appealing and attractive to these dudes who are in positions of power that you put in power, women. Guess what? Now you bitter. Well, it's on you. Peace. Take responsibility. Personal responsibility at that.